Welcome to Little English Studio, the channel where history, culture, and the wonders of the world come alive in clear and engaging English. Today, we are traveling to Antwerp, Belgium, to explore one of Europe's most extraordinary heritage sites, the Platin-Moretus Museum and Workshop. This site is not only a preserved printing workshop, but also a cultural treasure that tells the story of knowledge, art, and craftsmanship spanning centuries. From the vision of Christoffel Plantin, one of the greatest Renaissance printers, to the dedication of the Moretus family who continued his legacy, this museum preserves a living memory of how printing shaped society and disseminated knowledge across Europe. In the mid-16th century, Europe was undergoing a profound transformation. The Renaissance had awakened curiosity and creativity, and the invention of the printing press had made it possible to spread ideas faster than ever before. It was in this environment that Christoffel Plantin, a man of vision and technical skill, established his printing workshop in Antwerp. Plantin was not merely a craftsman, he was an innovator who recognized the transformative power of printed books. His workshop became a hub for the production of religious texts, scholarly works, scientific treatises, and literary masterpieces. Plantin's dedication to excellence was evident in every aspect of his work. From selecting the finest paper and ink to designing typefaces that were both elegant and readable, every detail was carefully controlled. He understood that printing was not just a mechanical process, but a craft that combined precision, artistry, and knowledge. By creating high-quality books, Plantin contributed to the spread of literacy, learning, and culture across Europe, and his reputation quickly spread far beyond Antwerp. Following Plantin's death, his printing business was inherited by the Moretus family, who continued his vision for generations. Under their stewardship, the workshop flourished, maintaining the high standards set by Plantin and even expanding the reach of the printing house. The Moretus family were meticulous in their documentation, preserving ledgers, correspondence, and original prints, which today provide invaluable insight into the operation of a Renaissance printing enterprise. Visitors to the museum can walk through the same rooms where craftsmen arranged type, pressed ink onto pages, and bound volumes with incredible skill. The sense of continuity is remarkable. It is as if the workshop has been frozen in time, allowing us to witness a fully functioning printing house from centuries ago. This unique preservation makes the Platin-Moretus Museum an unparalleled example of living history, where visitors can experience the physical, intellectual, and artistic aspects of Renaissance printing in situ. The Platin-Moretus Museum is housed in a stunning Renaissance building that reflects the wealth, taste, and sophistication of its founders. The structure itself is a work of art, with facades that display intricate stonework, arched windows, and ornate gables. Inside, the museum preserves original furnishings, floorboards, and interior decorations, creating an immersive experience. The complex includes multiple floors and rooms dedicated to different aspects of printing and book production. There are spaces for typesetting, ink preparation, and the pressing of pages, as well as rooms for the binding and storage of completed books. The careful preservation of the site allows visitors to see the workflow of a Renaissance printing house, from raw materials to finished volumes. Additionally, the Moretus family residence is part of the museum, giving a glimpse into the daily life and culture of a prominent European family during this period. One of the most fascinating aspects of the museum is its collection of rare books and manuscripts. These volumes showcase the artistic, scientific, and literary achievements of the Renaissance and provide a window into the intellectual climate of the time. Visitors can see early scientific works, religious texts, and beautifully illuminated manuscripts, many of which are among the oldest and most important printed works in Europe. The museum also highlights printing innovations developed by Plantin and the Moretus family. Techniques for typesetting, inking, and pressing were refined over decades to achieve both precision and beauty. The complex contains original tools and equipment, demonstrating how Renaissance printers combined mechanical ingenuity with aesthetic sensibility. Each exhibit tells a story not only of technology, but also of human creativity, persistence, and the pursuit of knowledge. The Platin-Moretus Museum is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its outstanding universal value. It is the only museum in the world that preserves an entire Renaissance printing workshop, with its original collection, buildings, and archives intact. This allows scholars, students, and visitors to understand the broader impact of printing on European culture and society. Printing was a revolutionary force in Europe. It facilitated the spread of ideas, supported the Reformation, advanced scientific discovery, and transformed education. The Platin-Moretus Museum exemplifies this influence, showing how a single workshop could have a profound effect on knowledge dissemination and cultural development across the continent. The preserved correspondence, books, and tools offer insight into the business, social networks, and intellectual pursuits of the Renaissance, making the museum a living testament to human ingenuity. Today, the museum offers visitors a rich, immersive experience. Guided tours explain the history of the Platin-Moretus printing house, demonstrate printing techniques, and highlight the remarkable architecture of the complex. Visitors can witness how letters were set by hand, ink was applied to presses, and pages were carefully pressed and bound into books. Beyond technical demonstrations, the museum emphasizes the cultural and social importance of printing. Exhibits explore the ways printed books shaped religious, scientific, and literary thought, and how the Platin-Moretus workshop contributed to European intellectual life. Walking through the museum, visitors gain a deep appreciation for the skill, patience, and dedication required to produce printed works in the Renaissance, a craft that laid the foundation for modern publishing and education. And that was the story of the Platin-Moretus Museum and Workshop, a living treasure of European printing, craftsmanship, and intellectual achievement. From centuries-old printing presses to rare manuscripts, this extraordinary complex allows us to experience the power of knowledge and the artistry of the Renaissance firsthand. Thank you for joining us at Little English Studio. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, comment, and subscribe to continue exploring the world's most fascinating historical sites. Until next time, keep exploring, stay inspired, and never stop learning.